Hey everyone, Kabaji here. I wanted to put together a quick guide for how accuracy works in Rogue Tech, aimed specifically at newer players to help them get over the "oh my god, I'm dying, help" phase of transitioning to the mod, though more experienced players may find a nugget or two themselves. Rogue Tech moves the game away from a basic 5% increment for hit modifiers to a very close approximation of the 2d6 system present in traditional Battletech. What does this mean for you? In short, your accuracy bonuses are most impactful when your hit chance is around 50%. In the early game, when you have very little equipment and poorly skilled pilots, even an open shot from a slow mech probably won't crest much over that threshold. This means that any deviation, some extra evasion on your target, a sprint, a little bit more range, will tank the hit percentages you see whenever you go to actually pull the trigger.
Roger.
No, not that kind of tank. That's closer. That's more like it. Similarly though, small advantages you can pick up can compensate or even give you a bonus to hit. A successful melee attack removes all of the target's evasion, for example. Flank and back shots, designated by the teal and green lines between you and your opponent, make the target easier to hit. In addition, flank shots confer a hidden bonus. Whereas front and rear facing fire can land anywhere on the mech, a flank shot eliminates the far side's arm, leg, and torso as potential hit locations. This ensures that your damage is far more concentrated, and by targeting a specific flank, your damage will reach vital areas much more quickly. Finding a vantage point to shoot down on your target from higher up can be more difficult to spot from an isometric camera, but the bonus is worth the effort, so climb those hills. Heck, put on a company-wide lifting competition to get your team in the mood. Battle formation is determined by squatting urban mechs, with the loser being placed in the vanguard. Hope your mech techs like replacing leg actuators. The thing is, in Rogue Tech, it's not enough to just win the battle. So unless you're this guy, you're going to want to minimize the amount of time your company spends with its mechs in the shop, and its pilots wolfing down space Twinkies while watching last year's Solaris 7 reruns. And that means you want to hit your target without getting hit in return. But then that's why you're here, right? Or are you supporting my bid to become a full-time comedian? Yeah, me neither.
Skipper.
Evasion is powerful, but it isn't everything. You take an extra penalty on your shot when you sprint as opposed to just moving, so consider why you are sprinting too. If you have only a single mech as a potential target for your enemy lance, more evasion is far better than an extra 10% to hit with your large laser. Additionally, a forest hex is exceptionally valuable. It lowers your accuracy by 1 step, but it reduces accuracy against the same unit by 2, and gives a 20% damage reduction to boot. That's a trade in your favor. Just like trading that pristine UMR-60 for a box of those aforementioned Space Twinkies. They are both, ultimately, a pile of shit, but only one actually has some value while going down. However, a sprint that crosses a range threshold on your weapons, and you are grouping your weapon ranges mostly together when you design your mech, right? Will offset the sprint penalty or even give you a hit bonus. And that's before you consider equipment like the FCS Predator or Sensor Tracker, which vastly increase your accuracy at long and extreme ranges. Gear-wise, you should probably be taking plus accuracy items at the start of your career, and in the middle of your career, and probably at the end of your career too. In fact, just take all the fucking accuracy mods. Put a scope on your scope. Like this chick. She knows what's up. Weapon accuracy FCS are your friends. Pulse lasers are your BFF. Hoard them. Tell them stories and cuddle them to sleep at night. And if Lady Luck should choose to bestow you with a turret mount, well, make sure you aren't around when the techs go to clean the mech bay in the morning. Have an alibi. Why no? That's not experience, talking. Just some friendly advice. And since we were talking about gear, I guess I should mention ECM. So I suppose if you are a veteran of MechWarrior Online, your reaction to that acronym might be a little bit different.
Du hast mich.
Anyway, at the time of this video, there are still some discrepancies amongst the in-game descriptions of the ECM equipment. I think shield is supposed to be the standard, but sometimes jamming counts both offensively and defensively. In any case, all the ECM functions like this. It will make your units harder to detect and thus harder to hit, and dispel the same effect on enemies within its area of effect. In passive mode, the ECM benefits only the unit carrying the equipment, while active will reduce the bonus but spread the effects among allies and enemies within its area. If you have the area circles turned on, effects that include shielding are blue, and jamming auras are purple. Just for completeness sake, the C3 effects are green. The ECM aura effects can stack on top of the passive effects, though each aura only adds a single pip of shielding. So if you have a unit with a passive Guardian ECM that is within range of another unit providing an active aura, the first unit would have a shielding value of 5, instead of just the 4 provided by the equipped Guardian. That's 20% or more flat reduction in hit chance against your mech. That
Commander.
is so big!
That's what she said.
Michael, please. Please.
Mwah!
Remember, Battletech combat, especially early game, is defined by its traits. You are not going to one-shot many mechs with your 3 medium lasers or lone PPC. You need to make the numbers work for you. I'm Gubaji, and I hope you found this video informative as well as entertaining. I'll see you on the battlefield.